We back, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for one of my absolute favorite videos to make here on this channel, and that is needed updates, ideas in Brawl Stars. And I got a feeling some of these might resonate a little bit, in particular one that I think would benefit the Brawl Stars community in such a huge way. So let's get into it. But before we get into that, I just want to say thank y'all for 700,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Spike and Bruce will be fed today. You have my word. But starting things off here today with one that kind of caught my eye some time ago. As you guys can see, this post is quite old. It's over a year old from our truly one of the goats inside the Brawl Stars community, Pineapple. Absolutely adore this man. But one thing in particular that I've been enjoying with some new Brawler releases as well as Brawler reworks are their traits. We have a handful of traits now inside of Brawl Stars. I mean, for goodness sakes, the Tanks trait has helped them immensely inside the meta. It's insane. And a lot of the time they're very unique, much like Barry's. I think if it weren't for his traits, Barry would not be a crazy fun brawler, in my opinion. I think it's one of the most enjoyable factors of him. So I think it'd be really cool if the Brawl Stars dev team invested in traits a little bit more often. And as you can see here, here's Pineapple's idea for a brand new trait, and that is brawlers with this trait will charge enemy supers 50% less efficiently. This one definitely not like a flashy trait or anything like that. It reminds me a lot of those star powers or abilities that we have in the game, much like Crow's poison ability that makes healing abilities less efficient. I believe Byron has one like that as well, and Belle has something as well. Characters marked by her super are, I think, not able to reload as fast. I could be wrong about that, but regardless, it fits into that bubble. Though it isn't a crazy flashy one, this would definitely help out a ton of aggro units out there. One of the major drawbacks I feel like for tanks or just closer range units is you are literally a super fodder, right? You just go out there and you're giving players supers, which can be really crucial for certain brawlers, much like Anita, Eve, stuff like that. Those pivotal supers that kind of change games in a big way if they get their supers a lot. So bro, I would love this on Mortis. This would be ideal on Mortis and just any of the closer range brawlers. Super unique and fun trait if you ask me. And just in general, aside from this trait, if this trait wasn't going to make it into the game, I would love to see just more unique traits. I love them so much. Bro, I loved this idea. As you guys know, we are in such a crisis in Brawl Stars when it comes to coins. The coin drought is real. It's one of the most frustrating things, in my honest opinion, inside Brawl Stars, where there's so many things that require coins in Brawl Stars, and then on the opposite end of the spectrum, we have power points, which only has one use case in this game that also has the same exact use case as coins, and that is leveling up brawlers. There's been several discussions now up until this point where, at the very least, it would make sense to take coins away from leveling up your brawlers, right? There are so many other ways to use coins. It's kind of funny at this point to just give maybe power points a little bit more power by just leveling up your characters. How nice would that be? But a fun workaround, I really like this idea. A brand new unique modifier for Showdown, maybe for special occasions that would come out. This reminds me almost of like community events, but this individual showcases their idea, a Showdown modifier called Coin Bounty. Each time you kill an individual, you'll get 10 coins at the end of the game. How sick would that be? And then on top of that, however, each consecutive kill be great for getting coins, but the reason this title is killing two birds with one stone is because this would be phenomenal to maybe dampering teaming in Showdown. We've seen a lot of the ideas that the dev team has used in the past to try to mediate teaming has been to give the player a incentive to go for kills, and this is definitely a phenomenal incentive, probably the best incentive that we've seen thus far with this whole idea where rewarding with kills. Bro, you would not catch me teaming. Screw trophies at that point. If kills give me coins, I'm trying to massacre that entire lobby. Give me the coins, dude. Super cool idea. We wouldn't need to have this all the time, but it would be really fun for like a community event, maybe a once a month type thing, kind of like coin shower. I would love this. And keeping on this whole coin drought and us needing coins in general in Brawl Stars, though this is a very lofty idea, this would never make it into the game, but bro, would it be nice. A coin converter, I don't know if this is exactly what it would look like, but the concept in general is really cool. A converter machine in Brawl Stars that players can use twice a week this machine converts 100 power points into 200 coins or vice versa in each use. What do you think? It's not egregious, like that's not crazy bad, right? Only being able to utilize it twice a week I don't think would like destroy the economy or anything like that inside of Brawl Stars, but a lot of the time when it comes to progression in this game and buying abilities with coins, gadgets, star powers, hypercharges, a lot of the time players are only like a smidge away, and that feeling of not having like a crap ton of control over your account is really, really bad. Arguably, there are a lot of ways that you can get coins in Brawl Stars, whether that's like the mastery track, the Brawl Pass. There's a lot of ways, but back in the day in Brawl Stars, one of the major things that I really enjoyed about the game is how much control you had. Conversions for power points, if you hit the cap, you could roll it over into coins. There were some fun little things that you could do with like PowerPoint offers. With the cap, if you were to get like a crazy PowerPoint offer or like a tier on your Brawl Pass, and you're at that cap, say you only had like 10 power points left to get, you get like 1,000 power points from your Brawl Pass, the rollover would be insane for coins. There were just these like niche ways to optimize coins in the game if you really, really needed them, and nowadays it's pretty absent in the game. And something like this, though it is small, I think would be really, really nice. Just a way for players to have a tiny bit more control over their account. And as you can see, this definitely got a ton of push inside the community. 2,104 upvotes for this idea. It's a beautiful idea. And keeping along this whole ideas based around a sense of control inside of Brawl Stars, I ended up stumbling across this short over here on YouTube from Reflexin, a GOAT inside the community. Definitely makes a ton of videos. I'm aware of his channel. But this idea revolves around, honestly, one of the biggest senses of control that has been removed from the game in recent times, and that is lack thereof being able to save your credits. It's literally the only reason people do not like fame in this game, even though they have recently changed fame and stuff that you can do with fame, i.e. cosmetics and things along those lines, but it will never be as good as being able to stash away your credits. It's one of the most limiting feelings that we have inside of Brawl Stars that wasn't necessarily here in the past. There were, when we had Brawl Boxes, ways to stash away Brawl Boxes for when new brawlers were to come out. You could use that to get the new content right away. You could definitely see it from the Brawl Stars dev team perspective why that could be a problem. Being able to kind of limit progression to a degree helps like a longer longevity of the game, so you don't just get the brand new content right away and stuff like that. I get it, but it's a phenomenal feeling, and there's no worse feeling than needing to collect credits or getting credits unwantedly, and it just gets stuffed into your fame, right? It just feels like you're wasting a ton of progression. Whereas this idea, a credit bank, we've seen renditions of this idea in similar fashions, kind of like a way to save your credits, right? So the idea wouldn't be like an unlimited bank. You wouldn't be able to stash away unlimited amounts or anything like that, but the cap would be 5,000, and all of your credits, you could convert it to your credit bank, being able to store it away for later use. You could stash it away and you can open it whenever you want it, and you have that 1,460 credits there to utilize on whatever you wanted when you wanted it. So if a new brawler came out, Clancy is coming out here in a few days, you could use those stashed away resources to use on Clancy, a new brawler, when it comes out. I think that's not that crazy bad. I don't think an idea of being able to save away your credits for when you want to use it is such a bad idea. It just gives players a tiny bit more control than what they would normally, right? Instead of using the credits, if you're not completely maxed out on your next Star Road brawler, maybe there is like an epic brawler that you are currently unlocking, right? Why not just being able to use that on like a brand new brawler, or maybe a brawler that is somewhat new, comes out maybe like a month from now, and you are seeing that they feel like good in the game. Just having that control to be able to utilize your credits on that is such a great feeling. I love this idea. I would love this in Brawl Stars. One of the coolest ideas in my personal opinion. And I know we're kind of on a tangent now at this point on fame and stuff like that, but I feel like fame has gotten to this point now. If you are maxed out, there are players who really enjoy grinding out fame, that people will still burn their credits and stuff like that. It's not going to be this like runaway progression based thing. I think people will still enjoy the fame process, the concept in this game. It wouldn't make it 100% stupid or useless. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be a fine balance. Let me know what you guys think about this one. I think this is one of the most desired things inside of Brawl Stars as of right now. This is definitely a troll one, but hey, I like chaos in Brawl Stars. It's the reason why I like star power and gadget glitches. The mutations were a great time to a degree before people used it in like meta senses, but I love chaos. I love bizarre, quirky things, and I think this would definitely add to that. A ranked modifier idea for infinite gadgets. Look, I don't know if I like this in ranked, but I do like the modifier idea. Could you imagine how fun it would be just to have unlimited uses of gadgets in the game? Of course, there would be shining stars, brawlers who have much more weight in their gadgets, but I don't care. How dope would that be? Maybe just an event, right? A community event. Maybe an update comes out, much like the mutations or the Godzilla event that we had. Have something like this. That would be so dope. Just throw it out there. Let the Brawl Stars community run rampant for a bit. A little chaos ain't too bad, you know? Come on. I stumbled across this one as well. I found this so freaking funny, bro. Idea: you need to take an IQ test before you can play ranked. Not a bad idea, right? Come on, back me up on this one. Yo, I ended up seeing this one as well. I don't know if I absolutely adore the concept or anything like that. It's kind of like a curveball for Grom, but this user ended up putting out his idea for maybe a rework or maybe a 3rd star power for Grom, much like curveball, where it wouldn't be that stagnant cross pattern that Grom has. There's a little bit of curvature to it. Much harder to dodge, if you'd ask me. Not overly crazy or anything like that, but I really like the concept and the quirky ideas here for a few different reasons. Maybe not this one in particular. Number one, I just gotta say, I absolutely adore how they ended up making this. The visual is so dang cool. Don't even know how they did it. I like that aspect of it. But number two, just getting the ideas of 3rd star powers out there are really, really exciting. We're still in the midst of trying to get all the brawlers their own hypercharge, but I feel like that's kind of a interesting or a important staple for the Brawl Stars dev team, to have this constant new content coming out that isn't just new brawlers. We've heard a lot of the time that one of the biggest selling points for Brawl Stars, keeping the game feeling fresh, is new brawlers, which is why the dev team has said on countless occasions that they're probably not going to slow down releasing brawlers anytime soon. It's one of the staples for new content and getting that fresh feeling into the game. But there are some other things that serve that purpose as well in the game, much like hypercharge, knowing that we're going to get fresh content, at least six new hypercharges every single update. That's a pretty big thing for the game right now, but once those dry up, I think it could serve as a little bit of a challenge for the dev team. People are used to getting 6 hypercharges now, and before that we were dealing with second gadgets, and even further back, 2nd star powers, right? It's always been this kind of staple thing, so I think this is a very real thing in the future for Brawl Stars that I could see definitely taking place, and that is 3rd star powers or even 3rd gadgets. So I love the ideas, people throwing out cool ideas for 3rd star powers, 3rd gadgets. I would love to see that in the future for Brawl Stars. And I don't know, maybe this post ended up getting a little bit of like trolling nature to it, because they ended up posting another one. The previous concept was bad. I didn't think it was that bad. So I present to you the hypercharge concept for Grom. Again, I don't know what technology this person is using, but look at that. That's crazy. Not a bad hypercharge, I'd say, for Grom there. But yeah, man, there's just so many ideas out there for Brawl Stars. The Brawl Stars community is just so plentiful with amazing concepts. Here's a Chuck hypercharge idea by Pineapple. Loving the visuals as well. Looks like it would just serve as an extra damage for Chuck there, where it would have 3 different damaging lines that Chuck normally would just have 1 on his super. Kind of like a Colette vibe, right? I saw this one. I thought this was really, really cool. An individual literally making an entire brawler family here. Got a ton of love from the Brawl Stars dev team. The brawler trio would be the Primal Trio. Cool idea, right? Super cool. It would kind of fit into that whole Caveman Frank vibe, right? We could get skins added to that like group of skins that we already have established in the game. I love the concept. Super dope. But you guys can kind of see what I'm getting at here. There's a lot of awesome concepts being thrown out there. I don't know if every single one is going to be a fantastic fit for Brawl Stars, but at least the Brawl Stars community is always constantly pumping out these great ideas. I thought this was kind of cool, right? A gadget indicator. I don't know if this would work phenomenally for like certain brawlers out there, but much like we have a super indicator whenever you have your finger on the super button, the glowing yellow ring allows people to know that you're doing that. But I think it would be cool to have a gadget indicator showing your teammates or maybe the enemy teammates that you're about to use a gadget. Can be kind of threatening or just information for your team. I thought it was cool, a unique idea. But yeah, man, as I said at the beginning of the video, these are some of my absolute favorite videos to make here on the channel. If you guys enjoy these, be sure to support it with a like. Let me know that you enjoy these things. I'll be sure to keep up doing these. I love supporting the content creators out there that I consider content creators, very talented individuals over on Reddit, people creating concepts that I don't think get a lot of recognition, and how much work they actually do for the community and Brawl Stars in general is super, super important. We have a wonderful community here. The Brawl Stars community is phenomenal, and I think it's important to shed light on some of these great ideas, and hopefully maybe some of these might make their way to the game. But yeah, man, thank you guys for watching so much. Always appreciate you guys chilling out with your boy here for a couple minutes out of your day, and yeah, we'll be talking super soon. Take it easy, everyone, and adios.